Hello YouTubers, new pwner here. Yo, today I'm going to be making a commentary on N00bPwn3r's rant on CNreal. Now, this video is just noobish in so many ways, and and CNreal kicks ass. So let's get started here. Gosh darn it.
Here it comes, here it comes.
Yo, that intro needs more Linkin Park, damn it.
Hey guys, YoungBloodFantasy92 here, and today I'm going to do a rant on CNreal. Now, I'm sure a bunch of other people has already done a rant on this topic, but I wanted to infuse my opinion on this crap festival block, and I decided that I cannot take this new Cartoon Network bullshit anymore. Before I start this rant, however, I want to give a brief history of Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network has been around since 1992, if you were born in the US of A. Throughout the years of Cartoon Network's existence, Cartoon Network was the reason why everyone watched cartoons during their childhood. I can think of many classic cartoons that were featured on Cartoon Network. In fact, I'll go through a short list. Space Ghost, Coast to Coast, Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bravo, Cow and Chicken, I Am Weasel, The Powerpuff Girls, Ed, Edd n Eddy, Mike, Lou and Nog, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Sheep in the Big City, Time Squad, Samurai Jack, Grim and Evil, and no, I don't mean Billy and Mandy, and maybe even as far as Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
I don't even know what shows you're talking about. I'm from the new generation, baby.
Before the era of CNreal, Cartoon Network was already showing signs of decline down an unnecessarily long and slippery slope. In 2004, Cartoon Network revamped itself to become the CN, which shocked me because I always referred to the network as Cartoon Network, not the CN. Then the network adds new shows, which I did not mind too much except for the fact that I was beginning to realize all the older cartoons were disappearing. They already got rid of Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bravo, and other cartoons by that point, and they were adding new shows such as Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends around that time. I think the addition of Foster's was a transition point for me. After that addition, I would start to sail away from the CN, and it would mark another transition in my secession from television.
Come sail away with me.
It was at
That would have been a perfect time for some Lady Gaga.
that time that I knew I had grown up, and I was too old to watch cartoons. I would always look at cartoons as a kind of retrospective of my childhood, and I would always watch them with more of a sense of homage than amusement.
What a drag it is getting old.
After the whole Boston Moonanite scare, the president of Cartoon Network, Jim Samples, resigned. Instead, he was replaced by assigned successor Stuart Snyder, and things really started to go to shit. Under him, Toonami's plug was pulled, they showed live-action crap starting with the Goosebumps series, becoming the most paradoxical network on television, and they mooshed off of Canada. And the sad thing is, Teletoon can't distribute cartoons that are of any substance. And before you fans of 16 stoked in Total Drama Island start to bitch, let me say something. I have seen all those shows. I've given them a chance. I saw at least 2 episodes of each from each show. I listened to the inane dialogue, and I watched the characters' miserable talking heads way after my patience ran thin. They were all a friggin' mess.
What are you talking about? Those shows are kick-ass.
Except for Total Drama Island, because they actually put a slight bit of effort into it. Total Drama Action, I may give it a chance, but I sincerely doubt it. The other 2 shows are a collage of the most overused teen stereotypes ever. The animation was ridiculous, the characters all looked the same, and the plots were an afterthought.
Yo, I hate you, Dave. Those shows are too cool for school.
If anything, I'm amazed these shows are still running right now. But I'm just going off on a tangent. And now, this new block on Cartoon Network's reputation remains proud and true on the television screen. This new crappy block known as CNreal, it's a true paradox without any question. Why someone decided to air live-action shows on a cartooning station is beyond any logic or reason.
Yo, that's the best part of the network, man.
They were probably drunk one day and decided it would be fun to simply screw with their already large demographic of watchers and add this paradoxical load of garbage. Before CNreal became a bona fide parasite of Cartoon Network, the producers warned the CN that this new block would alienate their already large core fan base. I'm alienated in case you haven't figured it out yet. And yes, the CNreal shows are complete rip-offs. I'm sure you've all heard these comparisons before, but just in case, I'll spell it out. Brain Rush is Cash Cabinet Roller Coaster, The Othersiders is like Ghost Hunters, or other ghost hunting shows out there. Survive This is like Survivor Man or even Survivor, and Destroy Build Destroy is like Mythbusters with more emphasis on destroying random objects.
Yo, it's the other way around, you noob.
This is possibly the most uncreative and soon-to-be-dead block I have ever witnessed. And to cap it all off, CN is now showing terrible shit such as Slam Ball. Freaking Slam Ball! A show that deserves to be on ESPN or on a sports program than to be on a station dedicated to pure and amazing cartooning. This is what disturbs me. If we had the capacity to travel 10 years into the past, we would see true effort placed into cartooning. We would see the wonder of Cartoon Network before us, and we would see quality programming. I don't see why Cartoon Network should not keep up this very same momentum that has driven them to popularity and their presence in the 21st century. I don't see why Cartoon Network had to drive itself down a road where it places quantity before quality. I have watched CN Real. I have seen some of its shows. Brain Rush was a complete rip-off, The Othersiders was a scripted piece of shit that doesn't deserve to be a ghost hunting show, and Survive This was completely pointless. It seriously reminded me of Survivor, and the extremely scripted nature thereof. These shows are a demonstration of what I like to call artificial drama, in which the kids stop becoming real people, but rather flagrant caricatures of themselves. And it is so prominent and so transparent that it is no wonder everyone thinks the CN Real block is a backwards pile of regurgitated blood.
I'm telling my mommy. Did you make fun of my favorite CN Real?
The CN smartened up a bit and decided to consolidate all the CN Real programming to simply 1 day a week. Good for them. Maybe you guys should simply get rid of the block entirely. This block is literally the main reason why everyone is losing interest in Cartoon Network. Boomerang is doing the right thing by upholding your roots, but even that is not enough. Some cartoons are starting to become more and more scarce on the TV airwaves, and the only way to actually recapture the cherished memories of your childhood is to find the episodes on the internet. Cartoon Network is experiencing a rapidly growing dementia, in which it is not focusing on their demographic anymore, but rather on themselves and on the fact that they are quickly running out of ideas. I have heard Cartoon Network will be doing a block similar to What a Cartoon Show, Cartoon Institute, in which it will feature cartoons from the legendaries of the original CN, such as Craig McCracken and Rob Renzetti, who helped out with Dexter's Lab and Powerpuff Girls. And for those of you who were born later in the 90s, My Life as a Teenage Robot. I seriously hope the newer endeavors of Cartoon Network will overturn their obscenely large downfall into depravity and sadness in my figuring. I'm sure that will not be the case, but at least I hope the CN tries to regain some of its common sense it had in its beginning years. CN Real is nothing but a tangent to what Cartoon Network's premise originally was. It is meant to be here for cartooning, not for becoming a liaison to the tween generation's ideas about quality programming. If it were up to the tweens to decide what road television should go next, we would see the downfall of the once powerful television industry, and CN Real capitalizes on that soon-to-be inevitable downfall. Cartoon Network has gone wrong, and its mind is to blame. This is Youngblood Fantasy 92, and ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you next time.
Yo, this video was so noobish in so many ways. I mean, all he ever talks about is how crappy CN Real is. And let me tell you something, I just love CN Real. Yeah, I just love CN Real so much. You're a stupid noob for making this video. I forgot what your name is. You stupid noob. Well, this is Noob Pwner here. Noob Pwner here. And yo, go away, folks. Yo.